Alright guys, I was going to make a really good video showing you the Training Peaks hub today. First test for that, but unfortunately Training Peaks is still down doing a major update and upgrade. So today we are going to do a My Whoosh race. So I went and installed My Whoosh a while ago. I rode it once for a few minutes. So this is going to be my first time actually using it. So we signed up for a Masters race in about 15 minutes. I'm going to do a little bit of warm up. We're going to do this race and I'm going to tell you what my opinion is. Here we go. We got this up to 3 times speed just so I don't yammer for too long. Right from the gun, I really enjoyed about the pace that we were going was pretty good. Keeping it under 300 watts, nothing too crazy. So it was very similar to a normal race on the road. I was kind of surprised how docile this race started. And I'm in the 100 watt range, under 200 watts for periods of time. But I believe it's because all these guys out in the race were all Masters racers. And probably most of us out here have some experience, at least if not on the road with My Whoosh racing. And it was, there was a few little surges. But what was really cool is every time the road went up a little bit, that's when we really had to put some power down. Just like it would be out on a normal race. The only difference is if you had more teams out here, you would probably have more attacking. You definitely have somebody going off right from the gun and with the next guy ready to launch when he gets caught. But we did have one guy take off. His name was Cy. He was out for a while. We ended up catching him. And then, yeah, Cy Bradley. Isn't he the guy that does GCN? Or maybe it's a guy with the same name. So that would be pretty cool if I was racing with a GCN guy. But here we go. Yeah, there's a 300 something watts. So some nice surges in here. But there's a lot of squiggly-squaggliness with the riders, which was kind of weird. It's a good thing I don't have like seizures or epilepsy or anything like that, because it was pretty jerky. Like I wasn't quite sure what all this maneuvering around was all about. But as far as the racing goes, I mean, the graphics were pretty good. Graphics are better than Training Peaks Virtual. Graphics are different than Zwift. Zwift is maybe just a little bit more cartoony and it has some weird stuff like, I don't know, what is there, like dinosaurs and stuff. But here are the buildings. Check it out. The buildings are pretty solid. Got some My Whoosh stuff up here, some lights. So this race, very little climbing. It was just going over these bridges. And I kind of like the lay of the map, because you got the map here, and then this red line is your climbing line, telling you what grade you're at. These are your zones of effort, your zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I was definitely in zone 6 for parts of this race. Had a good group of guys out here, really fun. And we don't really get into some climbs until, like, well, I'll show you some wattages up here. As you can see right here, even just this little bump coming up, once we get into that. So we'll check out my watts right here in the middle of the screen. And I do like the minimalist kind of, yeah, here we go, 500, 600 watts. Yeah, we definitely had to push some watts up here. And this was the first little climb, the first little effort. So it's not like I was surprised when they took off, but I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. So as we move forward into the race, a little farther in, you're going to see that I'm a little bit better position and I'm getting a little bit of a jump on these climbs. I'm not chasing. I'm not trying to catch back up. And I'm not attacking either. I still have the 170 max heart rate, which at the end of the race was tough because I was at the 170. So yeah, we'll see at the finish. I didn't really give it a good sprint because I have that ceiling of heart rate. But really good workout, really fun, good group of guys here. So I'm looking forward to doing some more of these. So it's a nice little flat section here. You can see one little bump coming up, another little climb. So we'll just we'll go through the climby sections here. So here we go. Another little bump here, and you're going to watch my watts go up. Up to 600, 640. So some really good efforts, some stuff that I have not been doing. I think Training Peaks virtual is a little bit more steady state. I didn't really feel the big surges, and obviously Zwift, you have the big surges, and you never get a break. So yeah, up another little bump here, 600 and something watts. Like, these are really good efforts. And there is a Training Peaks virtual series coming up. It's 7 days. I've signed up for the first event on Monday. So hopefully they get their get their platform working again. I tried to go on to Training Peaks today and no luck. The event that I had created myself, I could not get in. It kept telling me my time was wrong. So I canceled that event. I restarted it again, and it was still telling me my time was wrong. So I was like, okay, so I'll try somebody else's event. I couldn't get into any other scheduled events. I could do pace partners, and I could do workouts, but none of the events I could get into for some reason. Yep. This is a nice little climb here. Getting up into that 500 watt range. This is really good for fitness. Still keep my heart rate in the 160s. Nothing too crazy yet. And it takes a minute. Yeah, Cy Bradley was out here for a while. And this whole time I was watching what his watts were and the time. So at this point, yeah, we're starting to bring him back now because I was watching. He was up really averaging about 5 watts a kilo for quite a while. And I noticed that his watt, like, he was down to like 4.2 watts per kilo for a while. So I knew we were going to catch him because right here, yeah, he's down into the low 4s at times and in the upper 3s. So right here when I saw him down to 2 watts a kilo and he was 8 seconds out, I'm like, yeah, he's done. He's caught. And there he is right there. So I wasn't too worried about the one guy out there, especially being maybe, I think he got out to 15, 16 seconds. And I just assumed he'd be pretty easy to catch at some point. So he's still 8 seconds out there. Yep, he's trying to push. But we're going to get him here. It's coming. There's a couple little hills here. And we are already coming down 7 kilometers to go. And really enjoying it. I'm really having fun. There is it. Hi, Cy. There you go. That was a good run. My fitness is nowhere near ready to be out there attacking yet. So, especially with my 170 heart rate max limit and the amount of fitness that I have, just surviving a race at this point is currently what I'm looking to do. To stay with the group, to stay with the lead group if I can. Not do anything Herculean or stupid is really my goal in these races here. And it was hard. When there was times when we were doing under 200 watts, it took all of my impulse control not to attack, which is really good because, I mean, I was working hard. I was sweating pretty good. And here we go. Yeah, I mean, all these little bumps and getting up here to 500 watts at times. Yeah, because I was going up that little grade. Then we're going to come down, and we'll just zip ahead here a little bit. Nothing. This is pretty uneventful. So right about this is where the race is really going to kick in on this little upgrade here. At this point, I believe there's 9 of us left in the lead group out of 25 starters. So I'm pretty happy to be a top 10 here. And still hovering out here. I mean, I was still kind of surprised that there was a little bit of docility here, because we're under 2 kilometers to go, and usually you're going to have that flyer guy that's not a sprinter that tries to take off out here. But no, not yet. Still cruising. I'm like, all right, well, as soon as we hit this little ramp, that's where it's going to light up. So I'm at 155, 156 heart rate. I only got 15 beats to play with. Trying to keep myself in good position. I'm going to try, I got a head start here, so I'm up here with the front runner guys. And 500 something watts. Watch my heart rate, 168. I'm like, I'm running out of heart rate, but we're just cresting over the top here. There's my 170. I had more in the tank, 171, but I was very disciplined. I could have sprinted harder. I could have went harder, but I was like, nope, 170 is my limit, and that's where we're going to stay. So took a 7th place in here, a couple seconds back. Nothing crazy. So Cy Bradley ends up winning, even though he was out on that big attack for a long time. But super fun race. Really enjoyed it a lot. And it looks like I'll be doing another My Whoosh today, unless Training Peaks Virtual comes back online. So I went here, went to the results page. And here we go, results. So had me about 5 seconds back, but that's okay. Like I said, heart rate max is my heart rate max. There's no reason for me to go over 170 ever. And as I've said in previous videos, I felt like I won. So here's my power distribution. I mean, look at all these good efforts. These are all the efforts that build up your testosterone. Look at that. That's so good. Love these intervals. So really good workout on My Whoosh. Really enjoyed it. So if you want to come along on the journey, please comment and subscribe. I will try and do my Training Peaks Virtual race number 6 tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and re-upload my race, and hopefully tomorrow Training Peaks will be up and running. So I'm going to do a My Whoosh today. I'm going to go ahead and record that, see if we can have some fun. The other race I saw was the one that I just did yesterday, so I'm going to try and do a different race today. And then we'll do a Training Peaks Virtual hopefully tomorrow. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.